Greetings, Met Opera kids and families. Hello, happy holidays. My name is Dan Marshall, and I am coming to you today on behalf of the Metropolitan Opera to do a little holiday crafting with my very, very special friend, the amazing Stephanie Sine-Wilson. How's it going, everyone? By way of introduction, my name is Dan, as I said. You can read it right down there. Oh, there it is, right there. My pronouns are he, him. I'm a white man with silvery black hair. I've got a mustache and green eyes. And today I'm wearing a black Met Opera Bend, Don't Break t-shirt. I always love to wear a Met Opera shirt because it always puts me in the spirit of the Met. And that is where you, as families, are headed this holiday season. And we thought it would be really fun to get some of our incredibly inspiring teaching artists together to offer some crafting options so you can bring a wearable craft to the opera house this holiday season. Doesn't that sound so cool? So today, my friend Stephanie Sine-Wilson is going to be sharing a craft with us. And Stephanie is a professional clown. She is an actress, a performer, and she's one of the craftiest people I know. So, Stephanie, are you there? Let me get you in here. Steph!
Hey! Hi, Dan Marshall. How you doing?
Happy holidays. I see you're already in the holiday spirit over there.
I mean, always. It's actually, we always have our tree up 24/7.
I love it. I love it.
Summertime doesn't matter.
Great.
Yeah, we like to have the festive mood.
That's right. You know what? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready for the holidays, right?
This is true. This is true. It's so good to see all of my Met Opera camp kids and all my friends out there.
I know. So, Steph, I thought that today, since a lot of our friends who are going to be watching this this demonstration today, they'll be coming to the Metropolitan Opera House live because the Met is open for kids and families. Yay! They're going to come and they're going to be seeing one of the family holiday presentations this Christmas. So that's either Mozart's The Magic Flute, which is a mystical, magical production with a bird catcher and a princess and a queen of the night and, oh my gosh, sorcery and everything.
There's lots of puppetry in that, isn't there?
Lots of puppetry. Yeah. It is truly a magical production. And then, speaking of magic, we also have a new production of Cinderella on stage at the Met. I know, and I'm so excited to share that with families too. So our idea, if you're into it, was that we were going to create a craft that families could wear to the opera house when they see the show. Or you can wear it around the house. You can wear it anywhere. If you're one of our Met Opera Summer Camp kids who isn't close enough by to attend the Met this holiday season. So what do you got? What do you think we should do?
Well, I think the thing that we're all wearing the most these days, Dan Marshall, are masks.
You mean like an opera mask, like a masquerade
mask?
I
love a good opera mask, but no, I'm talking about the ones that we're wearing to protect ourselves.
You mean like this little guy right here?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, cool. I love it.
Yes, because we want to make sure that we prevent ourselves from getting sick. And that's a really important thing. So if we can take something that we have to wear and make it fashion, why not?
So we're going to take something we have to wear and turn it into something that we want to wear? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, exactly.
Into it.
Yes, exactly.
So cool.
I think that's a good idea.
Stephanie, could you do me a favor before we jump into this craft and just take a moment to describe yourself and your setting for anyone who can't see our screen today?
Sure. My name is Stephanie, and I am a white female. My pronouns are she, her, or they, them. I have brown hair, and I have a little hat. Oh, wrong side. I can't tell my left from my right. I have a little red hat on the left side of my head, and I have a red sparkly vest with a red shirt underneath with some fluffy sleeves.
Very cool. And the background, which is so amazing, is?
My background is my big Christmas tree, which has a whole bunch of sparkly, twinkly lights and some red ribbons hanging down and some beautiful ornaments.
It looks fantastic. And I hope that I get to celebrate with you in person very soon.
Me too.
Here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I am going to assemble my my craft supplies. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to follow along with the lesson, and I'll check back in with you at the end, maybe and show everybody what I came up with. What do you think?
Sure. Yes, absolutely. This is one of those craft sessions where kind of anything goes, right? I'm going to give
Ooh,
some options, but you can get creative and do whatever you want. I always think that's a great idea when you have an inspiration for something and then you take it and do your own thing. I think that's what being a creative person is about.
sounds perfect. I'm going to let you do what you do so well, and I will see you at the end. Bye,
Okay, sounds good.
everybody.
Bye, Dan. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me for a little craft time. So we're going to go ahead and take one of our masks. So I picked a white mask because I feel like that's the one that is most accessible and many of us have hanging around at home. So if we can pull up the craft cam for a second, and then we can show, there we go. So this is my mask. And you can see I have this little piece of, it's just like a little black elastic or a little piece of black fabric. Actually, you know where I took this from? This came from the ear loops of another mask. So I just cut them off so that I have this nice little black strip, and it's a little elasticy. But if you don't have something like this, you can either use like a black Sharpie or a marker or a crayon, or you can use, anything that takes this shape on, and you can either put it on or glue it on. So this is one of the things we're going to need. And then I also gathered about 6 of these little they're little rhinestones, right? And then I have a little red rhinestone here in the middle. And then what we're going to also need is a little bit of glue. I have this it's like a tacky glue, but you could also maybe use, I don't know, like Elmer's glue. If you wanted to use a little hot glue, maybe ask a grown-up, but that could also work as well. Something we want to be really careful about with mask making is that the integrity of the mask, we don't want to do anything like puncture it, right? Because we want it to be able to protect our faces while we're also being fashionable. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be kind of like, well, you'll see what it looks like at the end. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these things off here like so. And then what I want to do is I want to find out where my nose fits on the mask, right? So I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it kind of in half like so. You see that? I'm going to make the ends meet. And then I'm going to find where my nose is going to go, right? Because that's usually right where the bridge of the nose is. You could even put it on your face. And then I want to go, let's see, my nose is right here. And so I'm going to make sure I remember that, because that's where I want to put the little red rhinestone. And again, if you don't have rhinestones, totally fine. You can draw that on there. There's these little cool red pom-poms. That would look really cool. You could glue a pom-pom on there. That would be a fun thing to do. Or a button. A button would be really nice, because, Frosty had, a corncob pipe and a button nose. That could be a thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this glue and just kind of put it on there like so. Can you see that all right? Oh, I love the craft cam. It makes everything feel so crafty. And then I'm going to find that little spot on my nose here, and I'm going to glue it down like so. Now, if you're using something like that tacky glue or that crafty glue, you want to leave it alone, right? Don't mess with it because it'll move around until it dries. So hold on to that for a second and let it dry. All right, that's tricky because I'm very impatient and I like to touch things when they're not ready, and then, I got to start over. And that's okay. If you have to start over, it's all good. All right, so from here, what we're going to do, I don't know if you can see this okay because the background's kind of brown, but we're going to take a little glue, and I think I'm going to just put it right on top of my little black elastic here, because I think that's easier for me than putting it here. And then I can just put it where I want it on the actual mask instead of drawing the glue on there and trying to make the elastic match up. Does that kind of make sense? I hope it does. Sometimes I don't know if I make sense. All right, here we go. Good luck to me. We're going to go here, and I got to get the glue going a little bit. There we go. And then I'm just going to go, and I want to be really careful because I don't want to do too much, because if I do too much, it'll explode everywhere. And then, whoa, it's going to get all over the place. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to take this and we're going to make a little smiley face. I'm going to find the middle here all the way. Oh, careful. There we go. Try to make a little smiley face. That's it. And hey, you know, the nice thing about this glue is that you can kind of adjust it like, yeah, so if it's not exactly where you want it, see, you can kind of adjust it. There we go. Little craft cam, so crafty. I love it that Dan like introduced me as so crafty. I felt like that was really fun. All right, so I'm going to get a little more glue on the edges here because I want to make sure it's really sticking where I want it. And that's a little tricky because you don't want to get too much. You want just enough. There we go. That looks good. Amazing. So now we have like a nice little smiley face and we've got our nice little nose. I feel like that's starting to look like something. What do you guys think? Does that look like a thing? Yeah, I think that looks like something. Okay, great. All right, so from here, what I'm going to do, and this is fun, we're going to make they're little freckles, yeah? So I'm going to take this. Oh, these are hard to pick up from here. And I'm going to go ahead. I don't know if you can see. Oh, yeah, you can see. Okay. And I'm going to put a little glue on each one. There we go. And then I'm going to put one here, kind of, I'd say like, I usually use my finger because that's about an inch. So kind of an inch away, kind of diagonal from the nose, like so. And then I'm going to repeat that on the other side because I like symmetry. Sometimes I don't, but in this case, I really want some symmetry. I hope you all know what symmetry means. It's a tough one, right? Where everything sort of is symmetrical. It all sort of matches up, right? All right, let's do this. Okay, so now let's see if we can get some symmetry over here. Does that look kind of even to you? I think that looks pretty even. Yeah. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It can just be what it is because that's part of crafting, right? And sometimes I've made mistakes. I'm not going to lie, guys. Sometimes I've made mistakes and I was like, oh, I like this better. And then it takes me to a whole other journey, which is exciting. All right. So now we're going to take another one. Remember, we've got 6 of these to go. All right. We're going to put a little glue. All right. So now I want to do here. So I want you to notice. So see these folds? I'm trying to avoid on top of the folds. And the reason for that is because when you open your mask, see how it kind of accordions out? You want to be able to have it open. And then you also want it to sort of be able to close when you're not using it. So make sure you don't glue on those folds because that could make it pull apart or maybe come apart. And you don't want that, right? When you put it on your face, which is what it's for, to protect your face. All right, so we're going to put some more glue on here. Oh, there we go. I'm always afraid it's just going to all explode everywhere, the glue. But I think I'm doing okay so far. What do you think? How are you guys doing? All right, so we're going to make that one match over here. Just like so. There we go. And I'm going to take a little test on my red nose and see how that's going. Right now, it looks like a sailboat to me, like a little boat. We're going to fix that here in just one second. So now we have 2 more little rhinestones to go. And again, you could do this. You could draw them on, right? You could draw your smile on. You could use a string, like a shoestring. You could, like I said, you can use a button. You could use construction paper, anything like that. As long as you're not cutting a hole in the mask and we're just kind of trying to be gentle with it, be totally fine. All right, so let's do this. We're going to do another little glue. There we go. And then on this one, I'm going to try to make like a little triangle with my little dots. There we go. These are supposed to be like the little freckles. And then we're going to do one over here to match like so. And here we go. A little more glue. That's it. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful. Hope I'm not moving too fast. Sometimes I know in the past I've moved a little bit too fast in the crafting stuff. So Let's make sure. Okay, so we're going to set that to dry. But do you kind of see how that's the nose? Those are little freckles, and that's your smiley face. I mean, you could get even more fun if you wanted to. If you had a little more string, you could add the little dimples, you know, the little dimples here. You could do that. I think a bigger nose would be really cool too. Something else you could do, and I wish I had this, because the idea for me was either a Frosty or like kind of like a reindeer or Rudolph. If you had a brown, I don't know if you can get a brown mask, but like if you had like a brown or a tan mask, you put that little nose on, and then you know what you could do? You could add little reindeer antlers, and you could actually just be a reindeer. It'd be very cool. I think that would be really fun. That was one of my ideas, but I don't have antlers and I don't have a brown mask. But if you do, I want you to take a picture of yourself making that, wearing it, and then post it for us, and tag, you know, Met Opera. Okay, we want our Met Opera kids, right? Okay, or Met Opera student, or maybe all of them. Share your creations with Met Opera student. There it is. Thank you so much, Dan Marshall. I knew you were going to come in for me. All right, so there we go. I think we've got this pretty well done. I don't want to make it, I'm going to be really careful because I don't want it to fall apart, but this is what we got. What do you think? Does it look good? I like it. I think I need to pull it up a little bit more, and then there's my nose. Ah, that's a good one. So there you go. That's a really easy, well, I think it's pretty easy mask to make and to wear, okay? Because again, we want to be able to protect ourselves, but we also want it to be fun. I mean, why not? All right, so I've got some more for you if you want to get a little bit more crafty. So we're going to put this aside to dry for now. We also have, oh, I like this one a lot. I made this one as an example. This is my festival of snowflakes. What do you guys think? So I bought a bunch of little snowflake stickers, little stickies, and I just peeled them and stuck them right on here, right? One in the nose, and then the sides, like so, and then all the way over here. And you know, you could get really crafty with this if you want to add more rhinestones, which I have right here. We can add some more rhinestones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I think that sounds like a good idea. Let's see. I've got all these stones here. Wait, I got these red ones too. Let me put those off to the side. And you know, it doesn't have to be holiday themed, right? I know we like to do a lot of like snowflakes and candy canes and things like that, you know, but we can also just do anything we want, right? Anything goes. So let's see. I got some really nice little shiny things here. Let's go ahead and pull in the craft cam again so that we can pull up some of these rhinestones. Here we go. So we got a couple of these, like so. All right. Oh, and then they always sort of stick to my hands. All right. So what if I put some up here? Here, let's do this so you can see it the correct way. So what if I put some like here on the bridge of the nose? Oh, they're hard to pull up. Like there, and then one on the other side. Or I could put, you know what else? Oh, this is exciting. You could even put one in the middle of the snowflake like that. That's actually really cool. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. I think I'm going to put one in the middle and then some on the sides. Ooh, I like sparkles. Can you tell? All right, here we go. So we're going to do a little bit of this glue. This is a good glue. It's a tacky glue, and it works on fabric, and it works on all kinds of jewels and things. It's a good crafty glue. But I think if you needed to use some good old Elmer glue, or maybe even if you wanted to try a glue stick, you might be able to do that. And the other nice thing about the little stickers is they already kind of have a little glue on them. So you don't really have to do anything. You just stick them on, you know, and these masks have kind of like a paper quality to them. So they stay pretty good, I think, you know, pretty good, pretty well. I think that's the way to say it, Stephanie. Pretty well. There we go. Right on. Okay, so we're going to do some more. There we go. Uh-oh, that one kind of got off to the side a little bit. I think we fixed it. What do you think? Is that looking okay? I think that looks really good. I think we can add some more. Let's see. Oh, I also have some blue sparkles. I forgot about that. Maybe we should put a little, this would be very cool, I think. Let me see if I can find them. I have them. Okay, you ready to be excited about this? I have a whole thing of stones. Isn't that fun? I mean, magic, right? So what if we put like a blue one? Oh, that's cool. Let's do that. A blue one there and a blue one there. I told you I like symmetry, didn't I? I meant it. All right, here we go. So let's put those there. I think that would be really nice. Right on. One there, right in the middle. And I don't know if you can see, but I have a little bit of a technique for when I glue. I kind of take it and I get it kind of close to the end here. It's like the glue. And then I put the edge of it, the end of it on, and I kind of swirl it in a little circle and then lift off. I don't know if that's useful for you or not, but then you don't have to push too hard. Because again, if you push too hard, a lot of it comes out, right? It's hard to control. And then I'm just using my little finger to kind of pop it down. And then I get it in place. And once it gets a little sticky, I kind of give it an extra push. That little extra push, you know, a little extra nudge. All right, so now, I don't know, should I leave these? I feel like this is good the way it is. I kind of might just leave it like this. Oop. What do you think? Do I need anything else? I don't know. Maybe I'll put one here and here. Let's do it. Why not? I mean, I say more is more. Let's do one more. We're going to go. Let's use some more blue. I think that would look cool. I like the blue. All right. I got a little blue here and a little blue here. Perfect. And then I think I have one more mask if you want to make another one with me. And then I have some I made earlier that I think I would like to show you because I think they'd be really good for inspiration, kind of to show you some other things that you can do that aren't necessarily like holiday related, because we're going to be wearing masks for a while, I think. And it's important to wear them inside. So they might as well look really cool, right? They might as well be fun. And then again, like you can turn them into a cool craft idea, which who doesn't love crafting? I mean, I certainly love crafting. All right, so I got my little jewel, my last jewel here. There we go. Just popping that on there. Hey, and this is the other thing. You know, I got these rhinestone things at a craft store, and I bought like a bunch. They're not expensive. It was pretty cheap. So if they fall off, you can just easily replace them, right? Not a big deal. You can always put another one on there. And there we go. That looks festive. I like it. I want to wear it. Oh, yeah. Putting the other jewels on, I think that was a really good idea. What do you guys think? Does it look good? Is that too close? No, I love it. I think it looks magical. All right. So there's another mask. And I have one more I want to try with you guys. I haven't made this one yet, but I'm excited to try it. I thought it would be kind of fun to play with like a candy cane idea. So I have a white mask, just a plain white mask, because I feel like these are the easiest ones to find. Like everybody has either like a white one or then like the blue one I have. These are the ones I think that are the most common. So I tried to get those. But you could use any color, right? I have also a lot of black masks, and those can look really cool with rhinestones and things too. All right, so I'm going to use a white mask. And what I'm going to do, I found some red string. I guess I like red. You think? Yeah, I think. So I got some red string. You could use any kind of string or ribbon that you want, right? There's all kinds of ribbon. You can get ribbon from another gift that somebody gave you if you want to recycle. You can get it at a craft store. I mean, heck, you could even use a shoelace if you wanted to. Or if you don't have ribbon, you can just go ahead and and color a line, right? You can draw a line or use a little paint or fabric paint even. So there's lots of options with this, but I'm going to use this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that craft cam in again. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Let's see if you can see this all right. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to measure from the end to the end. And that's about where I want to stop, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I like to hold my finger like so. So I know that that's the end. That's the end. And then I'm going to take my scissors carefully, right? Let's do this when the craft cam so where you can see it. And make sure you ask for some grown-up assistance here. And then I'm going to just cut it like so. But definitely scissors are dangerous. Make sure you ask for some grown-up help. Okay. There's no shame in asking, right? Help is always there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it over because this has like a soft side and then it's got like another side. And I want the soft side to face up because that's the side I think is fun. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and put some glue all the way across. Woo! I got to get the glue going. There we go. All the way across. Can you guys see that okay? There we go. Fun. Okay. All right. I'm always afraid I'm going to glue my fingers to the ribbon. Let's not do that. All right. Here we go. But it's okay. It'll come attached. It'll come unattached if I do. So I'm going to kind of line it up. See how I let some of the white show? I wanted to do that because I'm kind of trying to evoke a candy cane. So I want some stripey diapies. I don't know what a stripey diaper is, but that's what I'm calling it. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've got some more of this ribbon, and I picked red because I feel like it evokes a candy cane. And I'm going to go ahead and measure out the bottom like so. Nice. And I'm going to mark it with my fingernail, and then I'm going to cut the edge off without cutting my hand because that would be bad. All right. I like my fingers. Here we go. Perfect. So that fits perfectly. I'm going to flip it again because that's the side I want to glue. Oops. I think I just got glue somewhere. I didn't want to get it, but that's okay. It's all part of crafting. All right, here we go. I got to get the glue going. There we go. That's perfect. Not too much, nice and steady. And again, you can always ask a grown-up for help, right? No problem. Or, an older sibling. Help me get the glue on there. Flip it over. There we go. And just make sure we got a little bit of the bottom showing. Perfect. That's so cool. All right, so now I think I have some more. I wanted to make a few more stripes because I thought it would be like kind of like a candy cane. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go one and then I'm going to go, let's see, I might do two. Okay, so we'll measure this out because I wasn't really sure, but I think that looks good to me. So I'm going to go probably about here. Measure it off with my finger. I'm going to give it a little trim. Boop. There we go. And I'm not going to glue it yet because I'm not sure exactly where I want to place it. It's going to depend on my last one because I'm going to make it even, right? So I have these two are on the ends. And so then what I want to do is I kind of want to make it look sort of, symmetrical. Apparently that's the word of the day because I like a little symmetry. Although I also like not symmetry. I will show you a mask that has uses asymmetry in a little bit. So this we're going to cut to about here, mark it with my fingernail. Again, being really careful. See, I kind of find the spot and then I cut it. You can also, a really safe thing to do would be to mark it with like a little pencil or a pen. Yeah, you can mark it on the other side, whatever side you don't want people to see, and then you can cut it. That might be a little safer than what I'm doing, but make sure you have a grown-up around. All right. Okay, so I think, let's see, does that look kind of even? I think that looks pretty even. I think there's a little extra here I want to cut off because that seems like a little bit too long. So I'm going to just trim that. And then that feels right to me. I think that looks very, very candy cane stripey. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Wait, nope. We'll go there and we'll go there. That's good. That feels candy cane stripey. But I want you to notice again, I'm not going on top of the fold, right? I'm going up towards the fold, but I'm not gonna go over the fold, right? And the reason is because when you want the mask to be able to open up, all right? Really important. Because otherwise it's gonna not fit very well. And we need it to fit really well. That's really important. All right, so we're gonna get the glue going. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this one first because I know I'm lining it right up against that line there, the edge of the fold. So I'll do that one first because then that will help me guide the next one. There we go. And again, there's no such thing as a mistake here, right? All mistakes can be either covered up or you can fix them or change them, or sometimes it can just be part of your design, right? Sometimes I get a little caught up in being a little too perfect. And I think sometimes really cool art comes out of not being too perfect, right? So that's really important. I just want to make sure I'm not going over the edge. I want to keep it right there. That looks good. And I know you can't see, but it's kind of a velvet, so it actually feels really nice and it looks really cool. All right, here's my last little stripey do. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Oh my goodness. Ah. Okay. So we're going to find kind of what feels like the middle here. I feel like that looks really good. I lined it up. I'm just going to place it down. Oop. See, I just moved it accidentally. There we go. Good. That looks really good. I think that's pretty even. And it's okay if it's not. Who cares? Nobody's gonna take a ruler and measure it, right? Okay, so we're good here. Now we've got some fun little stickers and things that I wanted to show you guys. So I have these cool little little candies, little peppermint candies, and I thought it would be fun to make this like a peppermint candy themed mask. What do you think? Kind of like a candy cane, you know? So I thought that would be fun. And then I also have, I don't know if I want to put one there, if I should put it like just on the top, like so. Let's see what we think here. Maybe we just do it on the top like that. And then I also have some really cool, I love my rhinestones. So I have these rhinestones here. So maybe we do that. And should we do some like here and here? Let's see. What do we think? I don't know. Maybe it needs one in the middle too, like there. And then let's see, maybe here and here. What do we think? Does that look kind of like a candy, like a magical candy mask? I think it does. Let's do this. This is going to work, I think. So I think this is about the middle. But again, if you wanted to measure it, you can do what I did before where you take it and you fold it kind of in half, but don't fold it too much, and then put it on your face, and then you can find out where that spot is on your nose, right? Because sometimes if it's kind of off to the side, it might be hard to pinch, right? So you want to be able to pinch it over your nose. So I'm going to go ahead. These have like a nice easy backing on them. So I'm going to just pull the little backing off. And I kind of like them like this, but you can do them however you want. So I'm going to do like that. Just stick it down like so. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to put these stickers on first because that's going to help me guide my where I place my rhinestones. I think that's going to be really helpful. And the stickies might, if they're up by your nose, they might be a little sticky by your nose. So if that happens, you can always lower it. That's okay too. But for now, I'm going to do it like this because I think it looks cool. All right, so we got that going. So now we're going to use these to help us guide all of these. So we're going to put some glue on these rhinestones and then we're good to go. We're going to be festive and ready. We'll be a little sparkly, a little peppermint patty-ish. I'm going to put that right in the middle there. Give it a little press. A little glue. It's hard to get the glue to go to the because it's been sitting this way, right? It's been sitting this way. So now I need it to go that way, right? So I got to get it down to the bottom or the top, actually. There we go. Let's see, right in the middle. Good. All right, we're almost done. We got just a couple more. Woo! Okay. There we go. Now we got that glue going. This one's going to go kind of right in the middle here. And if you get a little bit of glue, most of these glues, they dry clear, so it should be okay, right? And again, it's not a big deal if you get it wherever, right? It's not a big deal. There's no such thing as mistakes here. Everything is absolutely perfect. Oh my goodness, this is great. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I can't wait to see your masks. I think they're going to be so festive. I hope that when you go to the opera, that you take pictures with your mask at the opera. And even if you don't go to the opera, you can still wear your mask and take pictures and definitely post it. We want to see, we want to see what you come up with. And I bet, you post your mask and that might inspire somebody else to, oh, I like what that looks like. And they might take that idea and come up with something totally different. So I think that would be really fun if you guys inspire each other. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Last one. And I'm just going to line them up with the whatever the rhinestones were on the top like so. And again, I'm not going to go over that fold because I need it to unfold when I put my mask on. All right. Now, this is still, it needs to dry a little bit, but I think I can try it on for now just to kind of see what it looks like. But I'm going to be really careful because I don't want it to come apart, right? All right, so here we go. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh, so this maybe with the sticker over the nose might need a little bit of extra glue there, but otherwise I think it's fabulous. What do you think? Am I peppermint realness? I love it. Dude, it's amazing. That's awesome. And it's really important, like I said, that we don't cover the fold because you can see how it unfolds like an accordion. And also we don't want to cut we don't want to cut the fabric, the mask. And we also want to be careful about adding a lot of extra fabric. It's okay to add fabric, but we want to still be able to breathe out of our mask. So you could probably add fabric to it. Just make sure you can still really breathe because, that's kind of important, right? We all need to breathe. Okay. So I have a couple more masks that I want to show you. I'm not going to demonstrate them, but I want to show you some masks that I made because I think they're really neat. And I made them pretty quickly as well. So I made a fall mask that I think is really fun. And I found these really cool leaves. I'll show you the mask first. So it goes like this. And it's kind of three-dimensional, which I really like. Like the leaves sort of stick out like so. See that? And so what I did is I found these, this is a yellow mask. So that's another example of getting a mask that is a different color. And I found these leaves at a craft store and they're just like free falling leaves. Like you could literally go, woo, oh my goodness. But then you have to clean them up after. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, and then I just took some glue just on the edge here. And I pushed it down and that I just layered it like that. But I don't want to use too much again, because you still have to be able to breathe out of your mouth. But I thought that was like a really fun mask. And I think that could be really cool to wear to the opera. I also have one more. This is my fancy mask that I made. And I like this one for the opera too. Again, I used a lot of gemstones because I love sparkle. So here is my sparkly mask. And I think it's very festive for the opera, right? I used some feathers. Now, what I want to say about this is that if you don't figure out where it goes, then it could be getting into your eye. And nobody wants to go to the opera with something in their eyeball, right? So what I did is I put on the mask without anything on it, right? Like this. And then I kind of took the feathers and I played with where they needed to go so that the placement of the mask and the feathers wouldn't get in my way of seeing. So I did that first, and I glued my feathers down, and then I glued down these rhinestones, and then I just kind of went rhinestone crazy because I thought, well, it's the opera. It's a little fancy. It should be fancy. So those are my mask demonstrations. I hope that you're inspired. I'm really excited to see what you came up with. And Dan, are you around? Or did you make a mask too?
Hello.
You made a mask.
What do you think?
I think you look like Frosty.
I had this this like orange, there it is. Orange.
What is that? It's perfect.
Like orange putty that was sitting around, and I thought, I wonder if it'll stick to a mask. And look, it sticks perfectly. And then I just took some black fabric I had for a mouth. And then this one over here, this is a little button that fell off of my headset. Yes. And then I used more fabric over here. So I didn't have time to go to the store. So I just used things that I found around the house, and I used a good old fashioned Elmer's glue stick.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that what you did is it's really important because it makes us aware that like we can just take whatever we want to take. Well, I mean, don't take things that belong to your parents, obviously, but like right. You can take a found object, right? And you can you don't have to go to the store to make a cool mask.
And I think, you know what I was thinking as I was doing this? It was putting such a smile on my face. So you can see I'm smiling. And I think when you wear this mask to the opera house, you are going to put a smile on the face of everyone that you see on your way to the opera house, everywhere at the opera, everyone on your way home. And because the holidays are so magical, especially at the Met, right, Steph?
Yes. Yes, no other place is I just think it's the most magical place.
It truly, truly is. And you're about to see these amazing operas, the Magic Flute or Cinderella or whatever you may be seeing this holiday season. So we want you to wear your mask to the opera because safety first, but also fashion forward, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. And we hope that you'll share your creations with us on Instagram at Met Opera, tag Met Opera. Tag Met Opera Student and hashtag Met Holiday Fest. But wait, there's more. If you wear your mask to the opera house and you get spotted, you'll get a prize.
A prize?
I know. You didn't even know about that, did you?
No, nobody told me.
Some very exciting holiday swag. So make sure you wear, I'll be wearing my mask when I go see the Magic Flute and Cinderella. So look for me. Maybe you'll spot me. Oh, there it goes. There he is.
There you are. Oh, wait. Now I want to put, which one should I wear?
Oh,
which
gosh.
one to put on?
I think I like the candy cane one. I liked all of them, but.
Okay, I'm going to put the candy cane one on.
Oh, so fun.
All right. So we're going to wear our masks to the opera.
We are.
And then we're going to take pictures.
Yep.
We're going to get free swag. And we're going to have the best time.
We're going to have the best time. And you know what? I always have the best time when I'm hanging out with you, whether virtually or in person. You're just wonderful. And thank you for making this holiday season so crafty.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan Marshall. I know we got to do the hearts. I love it.
Hearts for everybody.
Hearts, best. Oh, I have the best time hanging out with you too, Dan Marshall. You're so lovely. And I love hanging out with all the Met Opera students and the camp kids and everybody out there. And it's so fun. And I hope to come back again and we'll do more crafts soon. And
I agree.
Yeah, and we'll see you at the opera, right?
We'll see you at the opera. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.